back to another episode of Put a Lido on It. I'm Ty.
And I'm Penny.
And this is a podcast where two sisters, we're biological blood sisters.
Also, before we mention what we're talking about today, Put a Lido on It is sponsored by Pepsodent Toothpaste, distributed by Motobuy, and we're gonna cut right into a sponsor shout out. Here we go. Put a Lido on It is sponsored by Pepsodent Toothpaste. Now, to celebrate World Oral Health Month, they're doing this promotion where if you purchase a Pepsodent toothpaste from selected supermarkets, then you get yourself another Pepsodent toothpaste and a toothbrush for absolutely free. And you know what they say, if it's for free,
It's for me.
so thank you so much, Pepsodent Toothpaste.
And happy World Oral Health Month.
And we're back.
Okay, so this is where we talk about anything and everything. Two sisters just yapping.
Two voices, one song.
See, this is why you're on radio and not on mic show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, sports, athletics, running. Yeah, it's that season where people who peaked in high school get to shine bright like a diamond.
We're trying to get them to like us.
I mean, yes, it's like great. I'm not talking about everybody who, is, I wouldn't say obsessed, who really gets into the spirit
they're invested
of the Coca-Cola games, I'm talking about the gang who take it a bit too seriously.
Yeah, true.
Like, first of all, you're an adult. You shouldn't even be taking this way too seriously. Like, there's a difference between school spirit and just being obsessed. It's giving Joe Goldberg, Chill.
I mean, I understand. Like, to an extent, I get, you know what, actually, personally, I don't get school spirit. Like, I love my school, but, after I leave, it's pretty much just that.
Yeah.
But for the schools that are probably bigger than the one that I went to, I get it, because they have their whole association, like, so much so, some of the association even pays for people to use the school name OG, name OB. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
for me
crazy.
personally, I don't think it's that deep.
Right.
But again, each to their own.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because I feel like if our mom put us in the schools that she went to, I feel like I would be
Probably.
in that bandwagon of, yes, let's get that gold medal.
Like, I see how you are about when it comes to...
I'm like that mga right now and I didn't even go to school there.
Like, I know the school chants for my mom's high school. Because she made it her mission to take us to the rehearsals.
Yeah.
We had
the
to learn it by
rehearsals,
heart.
the dinners,
the
balls.
fundraisers, the whole shebang.
Yeah, it was crazy. We had to learn the bus stop dance.
Oh my gosh, to this day, it's like my go-to dance.
Yeah.
When I've run out of moves.
Okay. Yeah, so with the zones happening, I think today was the last day for the zone 1.
Yes.
It started yesterday, yeah?
And today begins the Western Zone.
The Western Zone.
It started
Lotoka Zone.
today
Yeah,
and
it started
ends
today.
tomorrow.
And seeing all of the school spirit and the flags and everything on social media and people posting about their relatives that are taking part.
Yes.
That's all well and good.
Right.
But it's the adults that start, getting
The
involved.
jeering and the banting online.
Bantering, it's crazy. Like when they start involving high school students, mind you, these athletes are children. You have a whole family, bro. Calm down. Go outside and touch grass because it is not that deep, okay? Leave these kids alone.
It doesn't make you look cool, by the way.
No.
If you think that you're funny when you're like absolutely degrading some of these kids who are athletes, who are children, and then they are trying to pit them against each other.
Right.
And well, in fact, that they're probably friends because, they've been training.
They've been training, they've been in camp. It's crazy. Like, I just can't stand it when the jeering and the bantering, when the bantering just borderlines bullying.
Yeah.
There's a fine line. And, all well and good when you are being friendly about it. Like, I know a lot of Marist OBs and grandma OBs and OGs that are friends.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the Coca-Cola game season, they start bantering online. And sometimes it's it's borderline aggressive. Sometimes it feels like they're airing out like harbored feelings.
Lingerie.
Like, okay, you did not have to say that about my mother. But you can always tell that it's friendly bantering.
Yeah.
But then once it's like, oh yeah, your mama this, your mama that. Well, they probably lost because too much vakilikila. I was like, okay, first of all, don't bring the children into this, please.
Into
the unknown. Okay, just because your best version of yourself was in high school does not mean that these kids will be like that too. Okay, you need to find some adult friends, do adult things,
and probably just take a step back from alumni stuff. Probably look at yourself, look at life.
Yes,
where it's taking you, Betsy.
Facts, because I feel like this type of gang are the ones who like their whole personality is high school sporting events and cheering for the high school they went to.
Like they will be quiet the entire year. As soon as Cokes and Zone season comes in, it's like
yappa yappa
you
shanice.
will not hear the end of me.
Yappa yappa
until
shanice.
It's over.
Like, and then right after it finishes, and they're back to like being the boring, quiet person that they are that nobody wants to be friends with. Like, yeah, that says a lot about you than it does about the kids that you've been trying to pick on throughout the Coca-Cola games.
Like, I understand picking on the OBs and OGs. Picking on the actual athletes, that will never sit right with me.
Yeah, those are exactly the ones that I'm talking about,
exactly.
And it's like, the loudest jeers or the loudest, what you call that? Smack talk comes from the cheapest seats, And, I'm dropping some bars today. And and every time I see somebody talking smack about an athlete, about a literal child, when I do my investigation and my tinaiili on their profiles, I find out that when they were in high school, they weren't an athlete.
Nothing.
They were not the smartest person in the group. They were like the clown, not so much the clown. They weren't even that funny. At least the school clown is... can actually do something today, but this...
Like they can make me laugh.
Yeah, at least they can make me laugh. You just make me want to never ever go to school, ever. But yeah, they usually like those kinds of gang that were very uninteresting or that their whole personality was just being popular in school.
Yeah.
But I feel like in Fiji, popularity in school was different.
Yeah.
Like the popularity in school that we see in the media,
in the wrong,
especially in the Western media, it's like, oh yeah, they're popular in high school and then they usually amount to nothing when they're adults.
Right.
But in Fiji, if you were popular in high school, 9 times out of 10, you actually can use your social networking skills to become something. But this gang,
nothing,
zero. There's literally nothing there at this point.
And it's always the ones that never showed up to actually showed up at the event. They just watched it from their comfortable seats at home that starts commenting on everything, commenting on this, commenting on that. Sometimes your comments...
Keep it to yourself, okay? Comment to your mother, because we don't do that here. But yeah, just, I just want to let everyone know, if you're watching this and if you're a diehard fan of your high school, as much as we are diehard fans of our mother's high school.
And fathers.
And fathers, period, point blank, period.
That little baby.
Just be mindful that these are children, that the zones are put together and are organized by teachers who already have a lot on their hands. So just please be very kind and patient with these events and these students and these teachers because they've trained a whole year to come to this point. And the fact that social media is such a big thing now, and they have to finish from all of their training and all of their events, and then jump on social media to de-stress just to see all of the clout that's being used to attack them, it's not nice.
It really isn't. It really is not. And if you are going to jump on social media to say something, at least say something encouraging or nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard enough as is because there's so many things online that could... break someone's spirit, at least to the opposite.
Yeah. Constructive criticism is meant to be helpful and it's meant to be full of advice, okay? If what you say constructive criticism is, that's just full of sarcasm and witty, smart aleck remarks, then that's not constructive criticism. That's just hate. And hate makes you ugly. And clearly you've been hating since birth.
There it is.
I said what I said. Period. Anyways, yes, back to positive vibes. Leave the children alone. Let them enjoy their high school sports meets. Cheer them on. And if you're going to banter with adults. Don't banter with the children.
If you're going to be a fan,
yes,
please be a good fan.
Please.
Okay? Just face your comments to your OBs and OGs.
Yes.
Leave the kids out of it.
Period.
And then life will be so much better with it.
Bars. But yes, make sure you let us know in the comment section what you want us to talk about in the next episode, which is in 2 weeks' time. And it will be uploaded same time like today, okay? Friday, 7 p.m.
Period.
Yeah. So see you in the next episode.
And before that, thank you again to our sponsors.
Oh, yes.
Pepsodent, brought to you by Motibai. Please make sure you brush your teeth, bestie.
Period.
So that when you are throwing banter, your breath's smelling good.